Thank you.
I know. I
Say
know.
that people don't reach out. Just because they'll reach out doesn't meet your
You're
expectations.
still an heir. No one can take that away from you. But we have the opportunity to own that. And that can change absolutely everything for our lives.
Finding the balance between excellence and perfection, I think, is one lesson.
Welcome to Leadership Live, Season 5.
So confidence, decision making, having faith and seeing the light, or seeking the light, even learning. All of these are soft skills. If you, I mean, this is the power of it. But also being honest, being integrous. Like, I don't know this. I don't know. And if you can be honest with yourself and have confidence in yourself, baby, you can move mountains.
Oh yeah.
You can move. I am honest. I don't know how to do this, but I have the confidence and the courage not to be able to say I can learn this, and I'm gonna go do it. I'm going to do it. If you, girl, you put those three together,
unstoppable.
That's where the change is made. And that's when you also, make the connection. You can make a connection from what you don't know and what you do know and what you have been through and what you want to go to. If you can do all of that, honey, the pivots become seamless, and people don't even realize that you made a pivot until it's done.
Ooh, exactly. Yep.
They don't see. They're like, hold up, whoa. So you do that too? No, I do that now.
I do that now.
I didn't do it now, but I do that now.
Yes.
And yes, I do that too, but I also do that now because I did it yesterday, but I do it today. And it is because I had the confidence that I could do it. I had the courage to go figure out how to do it. And admit and be honest that I didn't know how to do it.
Right.
So I think that's where some people mess up. They are too busy trying to make it look like they know everything, that they are the all be it expert, that they never really get good at anything else because they already know it. So they're not going to ask the questions. They're not going to seek out the help. They're not going to DM somebody they don't know. They're not going to do it.
Right.
Because that would show that they are missing something. Honey, I'm missing all kinds of things.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of things. And that's why I need people.
Yes.
I need people to help fill in the gap.
Yeah.
Be my, what is it? Brick and mortar. Be my mortar. Help my bricks stay together and stay strong. I can't do that by myself.
Yep.
I can't be both to me.
Yeah. It's really something. Because I had a friend who she wanted to start making jewelry. She already makes beautiful jewelry, but she was like, how do I sell it? And I was like, you show people, that you have it. And she's just like, but what if they don't buy it? I was like, they're not buying it now. So what difference? I mean, like, you're already making it. Just put it online, And so I was kind of like, well, you kind of make the decision. Are you going to, put it out for the world to see? Or are you going to keep it for yourself? Whatever you decide is the right decision for you. But once you decide, okay, I'm going to show it, then you just let whatever happens happen. And she was like, I like that. And I told her, I said, well, my mom told me this in college. I'll never forget. I was trying to decide. I don't even remember what the decision was. Probably was not important, but I was really stressing about it. And just like, well, what if it's the wrong decision? And she was just like, once you make a decision, you just make it the right decision. And when she said that to me, I promise you, it has led how I lead my life. I'm not even joking. You make a decision, whether it's the wrong or right is irrelevant once you've made it. Now you just make it right. You want to move? Like, we were trying to buy a house. If we want to move, is this the right neighborhood? Is this the right place for my kids to go to school? We moved here. Probably not the best decision. But we moved. And the schools, I didn't really like it. So guess what? I drive my kids 30 minutes to school every single day and that's the right decision for us. I just made the decision to be here, the right decision. Now we are here, but they're still getting the education I want them to get. So it's just kind of like my earrings. I made the decision to kind of I took a soft break because I still sell and I still wholesale, but I took a soft, little soft break and decided, you know what? I want to be able to take the skills I've learned with my business and expand it. Maybe I can help other people with their business. Maybe I can help my business even more. Maybe I can work for a corporation and learn as much as I can from there to turn my business into a corporation. So I decided, okay, let me go back to school so I can learn, I can become more credible. And, and at first, like I told you earlier, doing this homework, I'm like, why did I do this? But now that I'm here, I'm going to make it the right decision. Now that I've pivoted over here into academia, I'm going to make it the right decision because I have no other choice, So I don't know. And it just kind of goes along with what you were saying. I know I had the confidence when I applied for school that I can do it. These people I know went to school and got their master's. And the people listening, y'all know people that went back to school and you're like, really? If they can do it, Lord knows I can do it. So, there's that.
But you know what? Those people who were like, what? Well, they were just confident, honey.
Exactly.
They were just, I got this. Even if they didn't have it, they had it.
Yeah, look who's, not to get political, but look who's in our country. Pure confidence.
Confidence.
Nothing but confidence and delusion.
Well, confidence, connections, and delusion. I mean, there's connections. Because of that, here we are.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel on either side of the line.
Yeah, you got to agree he got there through his confidence and connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are soft skills that a lot of people do not have.
They don't. Yep. Agree.
They do not have. So this leads me to one. So this idea of reflection, I love that. Just reflecting on your own story, and that'll help you make pivots because it helps you sometimes just even redirect where you want to go.
Right, exactly.
So I think about Diana Ross and her singing. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know where you're going? Sometimes we don't know where we're going because we don't ever take the time to reflect on where we are or where we've been. And sometimes it'll bring us back to the heart of what we wanted in the first place. And if what I'm doing now is not getting me there, then I need to pivot. Like this change needs to happen. But once I make that pivot, so I want to, jump to this in your story. So you made this pivot, you made this huge change. You use this creativity, you use this confidence, you use this honesty and this integrity, you made these decisions and you reach this place that a lot of people would say is success. To be, and I think about thinking about the ticket prices of her latest concert, to be on Beyonce's Anything, to be on her Black Parade, like people are like, and she's reached it. Here we go. She has arrived, honey, to that place, wherever that place is, because I don't know we ever even know what the destination of arrival is.
Right, exactly.
Whatever that place is as you're journeying, man, you've gotten there. You did that. You woke up one morning, you had 100 orders. Do you know what I would do if I had 100 orders for some of these books in my inbox? First and foremost, I would probably go outside and do a lap with my praise and shout to the Lord. And I would come back in here, honey, and figure out, like you did, how I was going to fill those. Please note, yes, you can order my books. Yes, they are available at so many places. Go to www.drrenitawebb.com. Go to Next Chapter Bookstore in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's there. To the Zon, for those of you all who are shopping there. They're there. But go wherever you need to find them. But if I ever woke up to 100 orders, because I haven't, and to me, and there's a lot of people who don't even know I wrote books. Like, if you watch Leadership Live, of course, I mean.
Right. I know what you mean.
But it's a lot of people that don't even know these books exist. If I woke up to 100 orders, baby, woo, let's go. Success, that's a point of success. And having that successful moment and realizing that was success in that moment, but now it's not going to be success tomorrow because I've already reached that level of success. So you reached that success. How did that feel? I mean, I know it was scary, part of it, right? But once you got past the fear and feeling that success, how did that feel? But then how did you start measuring what your next level of success would be?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I was scared, but once the fear subsided, and see, I don't know. I think for most people, what education kind of um, causes your fear to kind of subside. Like the more I started learning about how to run a business, about what it takes to like, be successful and feel confident, the fear kind of started to wane a little bit. So that lasted only in the beginning. Once I figured out a plan, that's really what it is. That's more. Once I came up with a plan, I could work that plan, and fear didn't really, come into play in that moment.
Hello, I am Dr. Renita L. Webb, and I am so excited to present to you today my book, While You Are Sleeping. It was my hope that I would be able to bring a story to life and to light about my favorite time of day, when my children are sleeping. There is something so magical about watching your children when their eyes are closed, their breathing is even, and they're not yelling or screaming or driving you crazy. I take that time to think about their futures, the hopes and the dreams I have for their life, as well as special prayers over them. Check out my book, While You Are Sleeping, and hopefully it will make you smile and remind you about those beautiful moments while they are sleeping.
But I knew, okay, so I had all these orders, and that was just the first day. Like, it's been much more than 100 orders. So once I came with the plan, though, once I figured out, okay, if I can get these 100 out, what would happen if I get 200? Like my sales goals, I don't know how much I should tell, but my sales goals went from, if I can, make $50 a week selling earrings, to then if I can make $10,000 a month. Like literally, if I can make $10,000 in a month, then that's a great month. If I fall at like 7, then that's an okay month. Like in the matter of 6 months, I went from $50, I want to sell $50 a week, to okay, how can we get to a $10,000 a month? Like crazy.
But let's take a pause here. Let's take a pause because I think people need to hear that.
Yeah.
So goal setting is another soft skill, being able to set goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first and foremost, set a goal.
Right.
Let's learn that lesson.
Yeah.
But then allow yourself to dream and believe bigger. And so one of my daughter's acting coaches is Coach Sky, and she says, shoot for the moon, and at worst you'll land amongst the stars.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't shoot for it, you're never, even if you fall short of it, like you're still great because it's going to be greater than the $50.
Right. Exactly.
And reaching a goal will help. It's like fuel.
Mm-hmm.
If I reach one goal, it's something about reaching that first goal. If I reach that goal, then I can reach another goal. Like I'm a goal reacher. I've done that. What do you do? I reach goals.
That's exactly right. And that's so funny because you're like, conversation changes. Before you have a goal, like you just kind of like, okay, whatever happens. You kind of talk that way. But then after, you're like, oh no, this is what I do. Like, this is the normal for me. Not in a cocky way, but you're kind of like, oh yeah, if I did it once, now this is Bobbi's personality, and it served me well so far. I will shoot to the stratosphere. Okay, if I see it happening, if I've seen it as a possibility, you're not gonna tell me I can't do it again. Like, no, we got to make this thing happen any way we can. So when that first like wave came through, and I was like, what? People really like these earrings like that? Oh, bet. Okay, I'm going through, and I was, what they say, balls to the wall. I was in people's inboxes. I was inboxing stylists. I was inboxing influencers. I was sending things to, because I'm like, this is how you do this. This how you play the game. Oh, let me play it. Okay. And so it wasn't just that I had a goal. I like I said, I had a plan. When I saw how people we're making things happen, because what it also does is opens you up to be in different rooms to talk to different types of people. So once I got on Beyonce's list, I got into relation with other designers of clothes, of accessories, that this was not their first time at the rodeo. And so as I'm talking to them, I'm like, oh, this is how you do this? Oh, okay. So let me get started. Let me go do my research and figure out who all these influencers are who have 100,000 plus, and they love fashion, and they're small business friendly. Let me reach out to them. What do I have to lose? Because everything is better than $50 a week. So would you mind if I see you a pair of earrings? Or I wouldn't even say that. I would say, hey, I saw your aesthetic. You seem like you would really love my earrings. Check out my page. If you see anything that you like, let me know. I've developed so many friendships from people I still talk to now, just because I said, hey, you look like you dress really cute. You like cute earrings, and I don't even know how I got into this story, but I just feel like, I've never even told all of this, to be perfectly honest. And not that I was keeping it. Anyone could ask me, I would gladly tell. But I just know, like, after I saw what was the possibility, like what was possible, then I was like, okay, let me come up with a plan so I can keep this thing going. Like, like I said, I don't want to fumble this bag. And then it became even beyond the money for me. Then it became really like a mission. Like, my tagline for my business is to spread joy one ear at a time. And I started getting people who would write me to show me, oh, I wore this to my husband's job, like their party for his job or whatever. What do they call them? Business parties? What do they call them?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And they would be like, I got so many compliments. I've never been complimented before these things. Or I wore these earrings and everybody stopped me on the street. I felt like a fashionista. Or, just kind of things like this. And I would be like, I love it. I feel like a small part of, like, making your day better. So then it became, okay, it's not just about making, money. It's also now, like, I really have a purpose. I'm really making a difference, a small difference, but still a difference. And I think once I put those two things together, I was kind of like on fire. I was not going to be denied. And so almost every person I wrote was like, oh, I love them, send them. Or I'll pay you for them, send them. Or, and I don't know. I just feel like it was just the right time and the right motivation. And I just wanted to be successful. And success for me looked like having my earrings on as many people as possible, and just to feel like I was making a difference for them in the smallest of ways, So yeah, so I think that was where the waves it started, by appearing on Beyonce's list. But unbeknownst to me, I don't even know how I got on her list. But once I got it there, that's how the wave started. But then I kept the wave going because I just was so excited to see how far I could take it. Yeah.
I love that. Just how far can it go?
Yeah, just where, yeah.
And so allowing yourself to have that wondering. And to, so if you all haven't noticed, for people who are just discovering and experience Dr. Renita, I am a movie song, person.
Yes.
So I think about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay.
All of that existed because he allowed himself to see what else he could do. It was all about candy, but like him coming up with the everlasting gobstopper, or coming up with the idea to have gum that goes through an entire meal. Just what else can I do? Allowing it not to, whatever it is, not to be the be all end all. Like, I've reached this goal, so that's the goal. No, well, what else can I do?
Right.
Allowing yourself to not be complacent in current satisfaction. I'm currently satisfied, but I'm not going to stop there, and not to be a person who is never satisfied. So I think that that's something that we need to think about. I am satisfied right now in this space. I prayed to God to be in the space where I am now. I remember praying that he would take me out of having to work for somebody else every day and be able to focus on creating and enhancing and putting out the things that he placed in me. God, give me this space. I remember there's a picture, and I don't even know what social media platform and all. I had blown my hair out, like blow dried my hair. And I said, and I think the caption was something like, one day I'll be able to wear my hair like this in public and not care.
Oh,
will be who I am. I've always, in my mind, been this very bohemian, long skirt, 17,000 bangle, big hair, don't care, blowing the wind type girl. In my mind, that is her, she is me, we are we. And at that time, in the place that I was, that was just not acceptable to be like that every day. And I caught myself in the mirror because for like the last month, my hair has been blown out. I need my inner trim. It had been like a year. And so I blew my hair out and like I flat ironed it a little bit because we're not going for heat damage. But like over the month, my hair just got bigger and fluffier. And I looked at my hair one day and I said, it looks like my hair did in that picture. And I got compliments on my hair for being so big. People look so big. And I was like, I prayed for this day. And even in my frustration and where I am right now, because I am not where I see myself.
Right.
I had that realization that God answered my prayer. And I was satisfied in that moment. That prayer was answered. Literally, I looked like that day, even though my hair was darker. My hair had been colored in the original picture, but my hair was darker, but it looked just like that big fluffy hair. And I remember walking out and I'm like, it's all right. It's going to be what it is. And my hair was fluffy. But so to have moments where, yes, you pray, have moments where you set goals, where you have dreams. Like even that moment wasn't really a goal. It was just a dream.
Right.
That I would be free. Like this is a piece of freedom, right?
Yeah.
And I'm satisfied that God freed me, but I'm not satisfied with the fact that now there is more. Since that moment, I don't even know if I had written Stepmom by then.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So since that moment, I've written technically 4 books because there are 2 versions of Stepmom. And there are 2 other books. I've started a magazine. Leadership Live has come into fruition. I started the Refining Life. Like all this stuff has happened since that moment. I'm pretty sure all of that was pre-Refining Life. So it's probably before 2015. And like I've had a whole nother kid. Who knew? But like I have satisfaction, but I'm not complacent.
That's right.
And so it's not like I'm always just like, I'm never satisfied. No, honey, I'm satisfied.
Right.
Come on, Walls Group. If I never get the house, the car, be a superstar, will I be satisfied? I am satisfied in the Lord. Like I am satisfied. But I also allow my heart to desire more. I allow my mind to imagine more. Having that imagination, back to creative. You can't have creativity without imagination. You got to, have a little something different. So allowing that moment. So you have reach this moment of success. You've reached success. You've done it, right? But allowing yourself to not be complacent in the satisfaction that you made it. And now I can make it somewhere else. And I think, I think success itself is a confidence builder.
Yes. And
so having the goal, I'm going to set some level of goal. And it may seem like a crap goal to me. My goal is to sell a book this month.
Want to hear more from Dr. Renita? Why don't you check out our books? The Case of the Unlikely Leader, The Real Cost to be a Boss, and Stepmom, Trials, Tribulations, and Triumphs at www.drrenitawebb.com. Dr. Renita is facilitating 2 book discussion groups, 1 for each of the books. Email Dr. Renita at drrenitawebb.com to reserve your spot today.
Right.
Because back to you talk about marketing, honey, I'm working on it. And my goal this month is to sell a book. If I sell a book this month, I can sell a book next month. If I sold a book this month, I should be able to sell 2 books next month.
Yeah.
But just allowing myself, and some people don't set small goals because they feel like they're too small. Honey, set something small.
You gotta set something.
Set something, because I feel like my goal is too small. So I'm not going to say that's the goal.
Right.
My goal is to build a mansion from selling a piece of glitter. I sold glitter this month. And so that's my goal. And so I never reached that goal. Shut up.
Right.
Baby, you start somewhere.
Right. 100%.
Or maybe your goal is I'm going to design a shirt.
Yeah.
Design a shirt like this. This came from I'm going to design a shirt. Keep your leadership all the way live.
Oh, you made that shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And no, this is not available to be sold. It can be though, like tomorrow. But like, so I have a shirt that says "People be peopling."
Yeah, you need to.
And that so that you can buy a "People be peopling" shirt. Like it does exist. You can order
Okay.
that. But it was one day I was just like, I'm going to write this down and design something. And I made a shirt for myself and I wore it out. And people were like, excuse me, Park. How can I get it? Give me 20. Give me 20 minutes and I'll tell you where you can get the shirt.
Yes. Let me go to my car real quick and add it to my website.
Girl, no, give me 20 minutes in the corner with the phone. I will make it happen.
I know.
But you know, so setting a goal and putting yourself out there. I think those are the two biggest things that I've even heard you say. You decided you were going to create these earrings. You created the earring. And then you put it out there. I remember seeing the earring.
Yeah, you were like one of my first customers.
I was like, I need those.
Yeah, I think you were pre-logo days.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
The earring was cute. I was like, may I have that? I would like to order one of those.
And I'm like, really?
Yes. How soon can I get it? Do I need to pick it up?
No clue.
I do remember saying, do I need to come get it? Like,
yeah.
I would like,
huh?
Thank you. And the Renitas were born.
Yeah. And that's why they're called the Renitas. Exactly.
I would like those.
Yeah.
But it was just because I saw it. I have several pair of Bobbi Made This earrings because Bobbi put them up.
Yeah. I mean,
my favorite pair of Bobbi Made This earrings were never, I don't even think we're supposed to be sold.
I know which ones you're talking about. They're blues. Yes, they were not.
I wore them when I was at a Pearl. I wore them as at a Pearl, but I saw them. They were like funnest earrings I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and I would like those. Actually, I have two pair. I don't think you were intending to sell, or maybe three.
Gold.
The gold.
Yep.
The blues, and then I have a pair of black spiral ones with the stick in the middle and the dangling.
I think I probably did not sell those. I think you probably only have them. Yeah, those first two you're talking about were for a museum. Like I did some like little museum thing, and they were like, just design some earrings, and I did that one pair. And Renita, I went there, I like the museum earrings.
Yes, I would like those.
Thank you. Yeah, you got them. Only ones I did not make them again. I thought they're so cute though. I might make them again actually. Now
they are some of my favorites, and but I remember dressing at a Pearl. So I was at a Pearl in the Wiz, and like they had a full costume, but she didn't have earrings. And I'm an earring girl. Y'all can't tell. I love an earring.
Right.
I'm an earring girl. And I asked the director, I said, can I add an earring? I said, I'll show them to you. I think they are totally at a Pearl. And I showed her the earring. She said, oh my gosh, they're perfect.
Oh, nice.
And I wore them in the show, but so the costume itself was banging. Like it was an amazing at a Pearl costume. But I wore them in the show. And I remember the Tony Shaw saw me in the show. And so Tony Shaw is an amazing photographer. She is with the Shaw Photography Group, and she saw me in that show, and she texted me after the show. She said, I need at a Pearl. Come to my studio tomorrow. Ooh. Because she wanted to immortalize at a Pearl. She wanted to have that. I haven't
seen these pictures.
Oh, you know what? Because of you, I will make sure I repost the images. But or if you go to Tony's page, she actually posted one of them not too long ago, I think.
Okay, I'll go look. I might have seen it at the time, but I'm like, I need that.
Yeah,
on my website.
And so she wanted to immortalize it. And one of the things she talked about was the earrings.
Oh.
And so whenever I have my Bobbies on, my angel wings are some of my favorite. I wear them all the time. But like I had on my stripe ribbons. Like just a couple days, like everyone's like, I love those earrings. I was like, Bobbi Made This.
It's really good. I still, if I'm being perfectly honest, I still am like, wow, that like, I mean, I know I like them, even the ones I don't wear. I just make things that I just think is pretty, you know what I mean? When people like them, I'm kind of still like, wow, thanks. Appreciate that. It's so funny.
But it is, they are amazing. I mean, so they are you. And actually, you know what? I don't know that I have a favorite pair, but one of my favorite pair they're Renitas, but they are irregular, mismatched colors. They're checked.
Yeah. Favorite.
And they were another pair that I saw online. I was like, so Bobbi, I think you posted and I'm making earrings. And it was like, and inbox. So Bobbi, I would like those. I don't know that I've ever ordered from the actual website.
I don't think you have. I don't think you have. It's okay.
So let's just say this. This is the importance of just put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I have well over 20 pair of Bobbi Made This earrings.
Do you really?
You have a section in my closet.
That kind of chokes me up a little.
When we get off, I will take a picture of my Bobbi Made This section of my closet.
Okay.
I think it's over 20 pair. I'm pretty sure it's over 20 pair. And all of it came from, I just happened to see a post. Mm-hmm. So we talk about the power of social media, talk about the power of just putting yourself out there. And, even in the new earring design, that is a pivot in itself. Like it's a risk. A pivot is a risk.
Yeah. And
so part of the art of pivoting, I think, is being risky.
Mm-hmm.
Risking failure.
Wow.
I'm willing to risk failing, but some people's failure is other people's success. Like you failed and sold 100 earrings, right? Or you failed and 100%. Didn't make 10,000 this month. I failed and I didn't make reach to go. I only made 7. Honey, 7, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Let me do it for the one time.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Yeah.
But like, so I'm gonna put it out there. One of my goals is to start booking speaking gigs at 10 G's minimum. Like, this is where we are, and I should only have to do a few a year. And my expensive children, we're good.
There's something about the number 10,000 because I had a friend from college who was selling T-shirts at the time, and she. This is before, when I first was getting started. I probably just started my Etsy. And I was telling her, I'm making earrings, da, da, da. And I was just asking her how she was going, and she was an accountant. And she told me, when I make $10,000 for 6 consecutive months, I'm going to walk away from my job. And I think she was on month like 4 at the time. And that number just stuck with me. And I'm like, okay, that's the number, 10,000. Okay, all right. And then when she told me, I was like, $10,000. I was like, you said $10,000, not 100, $10,000. Like I was blown. But what she was doing was she not setting me up?
She was setting you up.
And she told me that, and like not even a year later, I'm like on my vision board, $10,000. Never would have thought. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're right. It being risky and putting it out there. Putting it out there, Lord.
But a dream is a risk.
Yeah.
If you're dreaming, you are risking, honey, because that is creating something that looks good, it smells good. Oh, am I gonna go for it? Going for a dream is a risky behavior. Like it is. And you could fail. A lot of times you are going to fail, but your failure is still greater.
Right.
Than nothing, right?
Right.
And greater is my failure is still greater than my complacency.
That's right.
And so maybe my goal is that my next speaking engagement is 10 G's. Period. It's my next one. So, but if my next speaking engagement is 5,
that's more than none.
And it's more than some people's monthly salary.
Yeah.
From working 40 hours a week.
Correct.
But my goal is still 10.
Right.
And am I worth it? Yes.
Yes.
Period. I'm worth it on just giggles alone.
Yeah.
The comedy. But right. I know I'm worth it because of my knowledge base.
Exactly.
I've experienced a lot.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot. And I'm connected to people who are a lot.
Yes.
And I'm very honored and privileged to be able to share some of that plenty with others.
That's right.
So your creativity, your risky behavior, your
Mm-hmm.
have brought to fruition amazingness and what some people would never even dream of. Your failure is beyond some people's greatest dream.
Wow. Oh, that's so. Oh my gosh. Wow.
But it's true.
Yeah.
You're just creating the earring.
This. Oh, I tell
Or
you.
your ability to ask that question, that is beyond what some people could ever dream.
Mm-hmm.
Some people won't even put a post on Instagram.
I know. Yeah.
Let alone
Mm-hmm.
contact somebody through Instagram. Let alone actually act like order the clay
Right.
in
That's
the
true.
kiln or whatever you use to heat
Clay.
them up. Because
You're right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
you know, and then getting the orders and first move. I need a logo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you what you have to create that, because not only, I mean, you are an artist in so many ways. Like you are an artist, right? You're a dancer, you're a digital creator, you are a makeup artist, you are a earring.
Makeup artist? Oh, you're taking me far. You're taking me far. Bring it back. I can't do it. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Quit playing yourself. You are, not only do you design the earrings, you physically make the earrings. Like, and then the packaging, if when you, now I won't say if, when you order from Bobbi Made This, just wait till you get the packaging, honey. As light and as beautiful and lovely as she is, so is everything she is going to give you. If you order a black pair, it won't matter. The color's still coming.
Yeah.
You're going to all of the love and the light. It comes in the box, but that is your own personal creativity, and you do that. Even when your staff grows beyond, it's still going to be the Bobbi placement of it, because you set the expectation of what that should look like, and so you're going to help teach them how to do it.
Thank you for saying that. I received that. Yes.
I mean, but it's who you are, and it's because you artistically pivot all the time. And so I am so excited that you said yes to having this conversation about what you do so naturally. You just do it. And I am grateful for you. I am so grateful for you. So, Bobbi, as we are wrapping up, when these people want to, but even before we get to there, what's one last word you'd like to give people who are in this moment where they're feeling, and something needs to change? But the person who needs to pivot today, what piece of advice would you give them?
I just think if you really seek what's in your heart, you already know what the decision that you need to make is. It's always there. It's there. God gave it to you. You just keep pushing it down. Just listen. Maybe take your hour, like Renita said, a day. That I also need to take to figure out exactly what that decision needs to be, and then make the decision and make it right. You know, you're in total control. I think that's the part we have to remember. Even in this time of our lives, we are really in control. We are in control. If you make a decision, you have the power to make it the right decision. Yes. Period.
Oh, that was one thing I wrote down. Once you make a decision, make it the right decision. No matter what happens in the decision, make it right. Make it right. So pivoters, people who are ready to pivot, who need to pivot, or who are even scared of the pivot, hear that. Make the decision. Just make the decision, and then whatever that is and whatever the outcome is, make it right.
Make it right.
So everybody who wants to find Bobbi, she is in the places. She is in the places. You can find her on Facebook. You can find her on Instagram, Facebook at Bobbi Brown-Mayo, Instagram at Bobbi Made This. Is it BobbiMadeThis.com? Is that where they can order?
My website is BobbiMadeThis.com.
So go to BobbiMadeThis.com to place your orders, but make sure you are following her. You just never know. Bobbi always brings a smile to my face. She will bring a smile to yours. You may never know who you may meet in these spaces, but get to know Bobbi, connect with Bobbi, follow her. If she ever, whatever she does, make sure you're following it. Get yourself some earrings and make sure you're supporting and tell other people you're wearing them. You're going to hear about me wearing my Bobbies all the time because I wear them very often.
Yes, you do. And you look wonderful.
I love them. But I love you. I love you so much.
Too.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Yay.
And everybody out there, I love you. Make sure that you are following me on everything. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm also on TikTok, which is not listed here, but follow me everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and actually LinkedIn. You can probably find me all at Dr. So DRRENITA, Dr. Renita. On Instagram is at dr.renita, Dr. Renita. So follow me everywhere. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube that you make sure you like, subscribe. We want to make sure we get these numbers up because it's important for me, not just me to have these conversations, but for you to hear them and for other people to get to hear them as well. But I love you all. Have an amazing night. And remember to always, always, always keep your leadership live. Bye, y'all.
Bye.